Speed, all right? Speed beats talent in business every single time. The fastest decision maker wins, not just the smartest one. Okay? If you're a person who gets down and dirty right at that moment, somebody says, hey, reach out to me sometime, or yeah, shoot me the proposal maybe later next week, boom, it's there. And here's a big problem that a lot of people face when it comes to speed and when they're starting a new business or they're trying to make good decisions. A lot of people let the opinion of others weigh on them. They think, oh, I shouldn't respond too quick, I'll look too needy. People like efficient workers, okay? I love it. People that I talk to that are actual high stakes players, they love it. It's the people in the middle that are judgmental, that have more than you in business, but they don't have what you really want in business or just in life. Those are the people who give you that kind of, it's okay, just I'll reach out to you when I can, maybe in a month or two or so. Obviously that happens a lot with a lot of people. I like to do things quick. I know a lot of people who are elite masters in business and they love to do things quick. But for the people that are kind of in the middle, there's a lot of judgment, right? A lot of the middle class syndrome that people face where they're keeping up with the Joneses and the type of personality that can develop, that floods into business because obviously business is the entrepreneur. So fast decisions, fast execution. That is the edge that most businesses in that middle ground never really build. So most people wait, you gotta move. While your competitors are overthinking, over planning, and over polishing everything, you just ship it. You just say, here you go, man. I need a result from the customer. I need to know what's working and not working from your point of view, not from mine. Okay? Remember that. Waiting for the perfect time is the most expensive mistake in business. So every single day you wait, somebody else takes that customer. So true. Right now, I'm not calling people because I'm making these videos. There's somebody else out there, in my thoughts at least, there's somebody out there banging the phones, just trying to get social media marketing customers, all right? And that's really tough for me. But at the same time, I gotta do this too. All right, so moving on, speed to lead advantage. I'm gonna hover across these real quick so you can just barely see. Boom. In business, every single second counts, and the quicker that you do engage with a new lead, dramatically higher chances your conversion are. The delay is deadly for opportunity. So let's take a look here. If I show you, if you respond within the first minute, you're 90% chance higher of closing them. Sorry, you have a 90% chance overall of closing them, okay? Or the lead responding back. Now your actual chance of closing them just from leads, not from like, customers and people that have you're trying to talk deals with, just leads that send an inquiry. If you respond, I think the math is something like if you respond within 60 seconds, you're like 365% more likely to close them eventually. For this, the likelihood they respond back to you, it's pretty much 90%. Okay? Moving on, if you wait 10 minutes, it drops to 40%. 40% likelihood they're going to actually respond back to you. And same goes with 1 hour. You have a 10% chance they're even going to respond to you. And if you're one of those people that say, hey, it's going to take 1 or 2 days for us to get back to you, there's 1% chance that if you have a high amount of leads talking to you, that only if you get 100 leads, but you wait a day to talk to them, you may only close 10 of them. Imagine if you close 90. Okay? Moving on from that, I think that's all that's left in there. Oh, there's a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, this chart illustrates the critical impact of rapid response, companies that respond to a new lead. Pretty much everything I just said, okay? And conversely, slow decision makers miss out on an estimated 70% of potential opportunities, while top performing businesses use speed to capture 3 times more leads. That could not be closer to the truth. I remember, picture this. I remember when I was selling cars. My manager would kill me for this. If I got a phone pop, we call them. If you got a phone call, somebody was inquiring, and you said, yeah, someone's going to call you back in 5 minutes and let you know the state of that vehicle. One, I try to do it on the phone with them right there. Part of my strategy, because we had shared inventory, not to make a short story long, but we had shared inventory, I had to see where that car even was before I told them to come on by. I hated telling people, yeah, come on by, and the car wasn't there. I felt super unethical and rude. So, that being said, what I would do is I would hang up the phone, say I'll call them back, and then maybe it was my turn in the up system for somebody to come by and buy a car, right? If somebody walks in, instead of us, 4 or 5 sales reps walking to the door and overcrowding them, which everybody hates, one person had to engage with them, okay? And if I said, okay, I'll call you back, hung up, and I'm researching, somebody walks through and they're like, I want to buy that car out front, Well, I'm not going to race to get the phone call. I'm going to talk to this person. Whether I close them or not, the issue is I had probably only somewhere between 40 and 10% chance of closing them, where if I didn't wait, I found the research, called them back within a minute, I would have had a 90% chance of actually them responding and being more engaged still. But later on, if I tried to call them an hour or the next day, if stuff got really busy, they were pissed. They said they went somewhere else, or they're just not interested anymore, or they don't answer the phone, and you're like, damn it, that could have been a new car sold, right? So do it today instead of perfecting it later. So instead of me saying, okay, I'll get this all right for the customer later, and then sending it, they wouldn't respond. That happened to me so many times, man. It's insane to think about. I would work so hard to get the perfect setup going for my customer, and then they wouldn't even respond. Sometimes they did, and that was great. But I'm talking like 1 out of 10 times, and that sucked. It feels good when you put this perfect package together, but the result is going to be different. If you want results and you're mature enough to realize you need results no matter what you feel, do it today. Okay, move fast and learn faster. The market will tell you what does work, but only if you let them and you show up. All right, my name is Mark Perry. I am the co-founder and CEO of MNC Creative Co. We help take social media completely off the plates of local business owners here in Calgary and Okotoks and Cochrane and Banff and Canmore. And we take their social media off their plates. That way they can actually do stuff that they're way more happier to do while we try to get them more customers. Okay, so we do like the content creation, social media management, the strategy backing, all of it. And then the posts that do pop off, we will then run them as ads. Okay, if you have any questions based on that, reach out to me. But besides that, drop a comment below or leave me a thumbs up or subscribe if you want to see more of me. I hope that something in here resonated with you. If you are feeling friction with something, and I did talk about it in the content, that would be great. Thank you very much for your support. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.